All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to CJ So Cool's latest video on his channel. It's actually a video that he dropped yesterday. And I actually just noticed that Nike dropped the video like 2 hours ago, but we're not going to be reacting to that one today. Now I skipped about a minute or so because there was like some background music. He was showing off Nike's new $1.7 million mansion. He said $1.7 million mansion. I gotta be honest with you guys, after looking at what he showed, that really don't look like a $1.7 million mansion. I just don't, that just doesn't look like it to me, especially out there.
In her life, moved out of Gary, Indiana, and this is the first time that she's living in a mansion, which means I'm scratching off 2 bucket list items off Nike's list. 1, move out of the hood. 2, move into a $1 million neighborhood, and that is exactly what we're doing today. Everything that I'm going to show you guys is 100% legit, and no, I'm not getting back with Nike, but I still felt like it was a need to do this. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because sometimes I have a lot of business going on, and Kamari doesn't want to go every time, so now instead of me flying her back home, she can go down the street to her mom's house. And yes, I said down the street. She is moving close to me. Now, I know you guys are going to be in the T-page talking all this crazy stuff, and I really don't even care about that. Kudos to you. But in the meantime, in between time, we got to get ready to go get Nike.
Damn, he really had to mention the T pages. He had to put it out there, folks. He really had to put it out there. Shout out to BSC TV, Boy Stop Capping TV. I think he really got to CJ.
Airport. Let go. First experience at my house with Nike, and I got her looking for the remote because the TV is lost.
Wow. Damn, that house looks like a hot mess. CJ, man. Oof.
We have a TV that plays a sound when you lose the remote, and my family still can't find the remote with all these kids in here. Say hey.
Oh, there it is.
You found it?
Yep, right here.
You said it was over there, Nike. Where your ears at? You were sitting on it. You were sitting on it. I know everyone's freaking out because of this thumbnail and title of this video is.
So if Nike, I thought he said he got Nike a house. Well, why is Nike at his house? That's so confusing. And where is Lexi? He's got Lexi here in the thumbnail. Now, I think he's got back with Lexi. I mean, I told you guys that whole breakup, it just looked like it was just a skit. It looked like it was real fake. And I told you the reason why I thought it was fake, it was because he never really bashed her like that. That's normally what he does, right? I mean, that's what he did with Royalty. That's what he did with Nike. But Lexi, he didn't do that. So it was kind of a little bit like unusual. It was kind of like a red flag. So I was like, you know, I don't know. I think this is all fake. It's all staged. It looked like a poor version of Carmen and Corey. At least Carmen and Corey like really fooled a lot of people. I mean, they fooled enough people to get almost 2 million views out of that video. And the camera, everything about it, like the whole story, the presentation, the way they captured the content, it was like spot on. It was just like watching like a real documentary or like a real movie or a real like dramatic show on TV, like a drama series of some sort. But CJ came out with like a copycat that was like a horrible version, and there was like so many red flags. You can see people like, he tried to make it like one of those like sit down documentaries with the camera up close, and it looked like it was fake. And I guess he couldn't keep up the fake story for so long, and then there was other like little holes that you can poke through the story. So the one thing for me that stood out is the fact that he didn't really like talk all that bad about her. Yeah, I mean, he wore a wig, like a fake yellow wig or whatever, but that's not it, folks.
Absolutely crazy, but guess what? I do not care. I'm here to let you guys in on a secret. My baby mama, Nike, and Tavy, and their kids are on their way out here to Las Vegas. And guess why? They're on the way to Las Vegas so that I can secretly surprise them with a new house. This new house is not just any house. It's a $1.5 million house.
Why does this video is like, it kind of goes in and out? Because in the previous scene, you can see Nike there, and now he's saying like, oh, Nike, and they're on the way. I thought they were already there. Like, did you like make like 3 different videos, or are there a bunch of clips that are just all botched up together and you're just like trying to put them together for this vlog? Like, something ain't adding up.
I'm talking 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and where we from, it's no such thing as any of that. It's only 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Now,
so when are you gonna get your grandmother a house? Like, we haven't heard anything about that. Are you gonna take her out of that I don't even want to describe what it is because it's falling apart.
Am I moving Kamari's mom closer to her, but I'm also elevating her to a level that she has never even thought about. And now she's gonna be exposed to the lifestyle that I've been exposing Kamari to, which is gonna eventually get everyone on the same page, and next thing you know, we're gonna become a true powerhouse. But all of this is irrelevant because you don't wanna hear me talk. You really just came to see the reaction of Nike, Tavy, and the kids. So just wait until they land, because when they land, they come in here because they honestly think they're just coming on vacation and they staying here. But what the truth is I'm gonna be dropping the keys in her hand. Let go! And now they are exactly where they need to be, which is in a quiet zone, because what in the slobbery? This boy got a whole slop. Okay. Anyway, guys, I don't want to be too loud because they are.
Man, I've been looking at mansions in Vegas that are like about $1 million, and they look way nicer. Now, CJ's mansion is not. That mansion is not $12 million. It's not $10 million. It's not even $5 million, folks. I'm not gonna put the real price tag of his house, but it's not. It's not the prices that CJ has told you guys. It's not $5 million. But the reason I'm not going to put the actual price for his house, because it's pretty easy to find it. And he's kind of ready, like, I'm sure if you guys seen this video all the way through, you know exactly what I'm referring to.
Just now landing. And are you guys tired? Yeah. You look kind of tired too. Who's hungry? You hungry? Well, we're going to get this TV. We need to just find the remote. While we look for the remote, I'm going to get us some food.
Go get some lobster tails and crab legs.
Listen, I told you I was coming on vacation, but I didn't say I was going to be feeding you all that crazy stuff. You don't see no Lexi around here.
Mussels.
That's all Lexi's department.
Okay, I'm going to call Lexi.
You got her number?
I got a number.
You got her?
I'll see if she can come back.
You going to see if she come back? You going to help me? Okay. You can cook more? No.
Told you, man. He really wants Lexi back. I think Lexi was a little bit too expensive. He's going to have to renew that contract.
Don't remember. I actually don't. But you know what I do remember? Saying find the remote. So please, all these kids in here, somebody need to find the remote. Dina ain't gonna be calling every day now, checking on y'all. Huh? Who asked the who?
Baby daddy.
Huh? What? You can't. It is a little hard.
There is not a crumb
Okay.
of seafood.
We gonna go to the, you know what? We don't got no seafood. But I got something. I got something for you. I have a surprise for you. Can you, whoa. Okay, you know what? We're not gonna do this because guess what?
What?
My twins are on their way. They're on their way here. You've never met them before. And they like their toys. So if they see stuff like this around, they're gonna wonder who pulled it out.
Zaire wanted to play with the toys.
Zaire is
Now the kids
where's
right
Legacy
there.
at?
She right there.
She's right there, stop right there. Anyway, I have a surprise for your mom. Do you want to tell her or you want me to tell her?
Let me tell her.
Want me to tell her? Baby, you ready for this? You on the phone?
No, I'm not on the phone.
Sounds like it.
She's just sitting there and listening.
Hey, Miss Dina. What you said?
I said, how are you, Grandma?
I'm okay. I'm still grinning, as you can see. I'm always grinning. But I do have a surprise for Nike. Nike,
Don't tell
are
me
you
you
ready?
can get in the shower and wear your
No,
pants.
you can't get in the shower. No. Tavi, what's she talking about?
Said you would need surprises.
You like surprises? I don't know if they like surprises. They look like they don't want a surprise. But I have a very big surprise for them. I mean, it's gonna look little, but it's big, for sure. So I don't want y'all to get it, like, twisted. This is kind of your surprise, too. So are you ready? Can y'all, like, hug or something? Do some type of, like, cool little thing? Oh, they love each other. Are y'all soulmates?
Nope.
So y'all be fighting?
Yep, all the time.
Like fist fighting?
No.
I'm like punching holes in the wall. Oh my God. What the? I might have to take the surprise back. I don't want no holes in the wall, man. No holes. You know, you came all the way out here on vacation. You took an Uber ride here, and I thought it would be a cool idea to give you a Mercedes.
A Mercedes what?
Benz.
Where?
Outside. Out the front. What the heck? Are you happy? So y'all thought y'all was gonna be walking around out here on the strip?
Yeah.
So listen, I know that you, the flight that I bought you a flight on Spirit, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's a prank flight. That flight, you know what?
Is that the same Mercedes that Kamari was riding not that long ago that he got from that exotic rental company? Because I remember that Mercedes was also, it was also an SUV, and it was white. It was definitely white. I do remember that. But I don't know if it was the exact same one, because you know Mercedes got like 50 different types of SUVs, but it definitely looks like it. It kind of reminds me of it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same car that he's rented. He says he's part owner of Dream Exotics. I feel like I think that's the name of the company. I don't know. You guys might know more. Let me know in the comment section.
As a returning flight, but you're not really returning because here's the key to your new house.
What house?
The house.
You ain't let me know house.
I did.
Isn't it?
So you got Nike a new house, but you are renting a house. Like, come on, man. Oh, I'm sorry. He said that he bought his house. But it's like, why all that capping? You don't own your house. And I'm pretty sure the one that you got Nike isn't a house that you bought either. All these rented-ass houses.
It's next door to you or something?
About that. It's not in this neighborhood, but it's 6 minutes away.
6 minutes away from you?
From me. And your daughter.
this?
And this.
Look at this. It's in my car.
Like this?
We?
When I go to Gary and get in Tavy car and your car, I feel like out of place. So
What?
So you got a $1.7 million mansion for Nike, but it's not in your community. I mean, his community is like, the prices are kind of like all over the place. But I'm not gonna put the price, but his house is definitely on the lower end of things when it comes to that community.
I wanted to elevate y'all, you know what I'm
There's
saying?
nothing wrong with my Mercedes Benz at home.
You don't have a Mercedes Benz at
What's wrong
home.
with mine?
Well, you have a Mercedes Benz?
I don't know what you want to call her, but.
Oh, Mari, how you
Let me
doing?
see how to drive.
Yes, and your Maybach truck that you are now renting out at your business, but this is their
Let
car.
me see, honey.
Let them experience it, baby.
Oh my God.
Dang, not gonna get in like that. You a neck breaker.
You gotta get in
So
real
listen,
fast.
is PRP gang happy?
You know we porn, right?
you haven't
This is a
seen the
porn.
house
You
yet,
don't even know
though.
how to start it.
You don't know how to start
How it is. Put the key on the start button.
Oh, she started that.
I'll drive
thing.
this, okay, honey?
So you drive this? Are you happy?
Am I? I wish you could see the inside of my heart.
So your heart is racing? Oh my God! Like, you know what? I just realized your mom is everything I want you to grow up to be. She's a very appreciative woman. Can you learn how to be appreciative, baby?
I am.
I get you the most stuff, but you don't really show me that you're appreciative, and I really feel sad sometimes. I just want you to act like this.
Please appreciate your dad. 'Cause I love your daddy.
You see what I'm saying? So I got my prince and princess here. CJ got braids. Dan got braids.
Why do I feel like CJ has to buy other people's love with money and material possessions? Like, I don't know, I just be getting these vibes like he has to buy people's love. And he's even admitted that the people that hang out around him are really around him for money, or he chooses to bring them around him, but at the end of the day they're just there for money. I mean, the fact that he paid Lexi, I don't know, he paid her directly $300,000, or I guess he meant like overall he spent almost $300,000 on her. That is a crazy amount of money. So I would get it why somebody like Dilo would want to quit. If you're working for that man, I don't care what you're doing for him. It doesn't matter if you're you're mowing the lawn or whatever, and you see Lexi, who did absolutely nothing. Doesn't look like she did a whole lot. She might have did something in the beginning, but especially towards the end, it didn't look like she did a whole lot. But she might have brought him some excitement in the bedroom, because it seems like he's so eager to bring her back. Seems like she's going to be coming back pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe the video after this that you might see Lexi on there.
Whoa, where's the bubbles, huh? Oh, whoa.
Let's go outside, Daddy.
Yes, let's go outside. CJ, you need a haircut. Dang, CJ. Who braided your hair, man? CJ, what the? Hey, man, stop all the bubbles. Come on, let's go. They come straight to having fun, man. I can't believe CJ came here with braids, and Dad came here with these beautiful braids, beautiful princess jets. CJ, look, remember Zaire on the phone?
Some people were leaving comments in my last video saying that they think that CJ presented the nanny job to Dilo, and Dilo denied it, because that's definitely that's probably a higher paying job, and it's probably not a whole lot. What do you guys think? I mean, do you guys think that Dilo was offered the nanny job? Because those are the only two jobs that were available. I think on LinkedIn it was the nanny. I don't know if there was a personal assistant one also, but I would think with the amount of time that Dilo's been around CJ that long, many years, he would have offered that guy some like upper management job. And I know it's hard to see an upper management job working for CJ so cool, but I'm thinking like something like Greg wise. You see how Greg has this like super exclusive role or partnership with CJ Soko, I would think that Dilo would be in a similar position. I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, Greg is rich and he's a millionaire, but why would a millionaire want to be a YouTuber's manager?
Oh, he's right here. He's right here. That's CJ and Daya. He just woke up, guys. You know what that means, right? I love you, CJ. I love you, Daya. They're fantasizing on bubbles. Hey, hey! Stop it, man! Hey! It's hot out here. Run, Daya! Get your butt back here. Stop right there. Chef, let the door. Stop right there. Stop right there. Chef, let the door. Stop right there. CJ.
We've been brewing great beer.
Not only am I surprising Nike with the car today, I'm surprising her with the house today, and Kamari gets to be with her sister and brother today. This video is epic. I hope you guys are feeling the energy. It's great. It's wonderful. And yes, I know you guys didn't understand when I submitted the twins back to royalty early, but I had some business to take care of, and I was very afraid to travel with them, and now I'm back. And it's like I never left. CJ, you okay? You having fun? Daddy, there. Good job. Close those eyes, baby. Don't shoot her in the face. What the? Oh my God, guys! No, big no. No, CJ. No. CJ, stop. Stop. Thank you. That is great. CJ, CJ. There. No, we're not gonna tag team daddy, okay? Hey. Get y'all little cousins, bro. Look what they did to my couch. The freak, man.
Damn, he's got Nike cooking for him. Damn, why don't you just hire yourself like a private chef, like a full-time private chef? Since you make so much money, you got so much businesses, partnerships left and right, and Greg is going to hook you up with even more businesses. Why don't you just hire a private chef instead of relying on baby mothers cooking for you or girlfriends or whatever? Hire somebody that's actually a real chef and can actually cook for you. I mean, that's just what I think, folks. I mean, if you claim to be a multi-millionaire, a private chef is probably like $70,000 a year, something like that.
Every video is filled with bangers on top of bangers on top of bangers. This video, though, was crazy. And even though I did not go to the house with Nike in person, that is for a specific reason. I wanted you guys to go and watch that on her channel. Yes, I plugged her with her own video. I gave her a multi-million-dollar house. I did the cinematics in this video to show you guys it's all legit and real. But now I'm going to let Nike live her life, and you guys can enjoy it.
Her house is a multi-million-dollar property. Cut it out, man. That house doesn't look... I mean, it's a big property, but I don't think it's a $1.7 million property. I know BSC TV dropped a video. I got to check it out and see what... I think they found like an Airbnb property. But CJ actually, when he went outside, I mean, he did this like a couple different times before as well. When he went outside to show Nike her Mercedes, you can definitely see all the properties around. He's done the same thing every time he moves to a new neighborhood, a new house. He pretty much exposes himself. So no, his house is not no damn $12 million. But I guess if he wants to say $12 million, then I guess he can say whatever price tag. It's a $20 million mansion for all I care.
So that means I want you guys to flood her channel with views. Her views need to be bigger than ever because she has never lived in Las Vegas or in a mansion.
I go outside.
You just called me to say you want to go outside?
Yeah.
No go outside. Eat your yogurt first, okay?
Okay.
What's up, CJ? You playing 2K? CJ playing a little 2K right now. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Get him, CJ. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. But I definitely feel like the love is real, man. My family is here. And when I say my family, y'all already know I've been had family here, but now I got more family here. And we all just connect. We got cousins on top of cousins. Everybody here, dude. Mwah.
I like to wake my cousins.
You love your cousins? You want to wake them up?
Yeah.
Mwah.
I like my cousins.
I love you, Dea.
I do too.
Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed these videos. Hopefully you guys understand that I'm not going through any crisis. My personality and my actual character on YouTube is doing just fine. A lot of people think that just because things don't go the way that they want them to go, that someone's going to crash out. I'm not crashing out. I'm doing good. Anyway, like, ooh, somebody calling my phone. I'll be right back. Yes, I took the twins home, and I know everyone's in my comments from my last video. They're all ranting, and a lot of you guys don't understand why, or maybe I just need to explain it so that you can understand. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Once the judge granted me a week with the kids, that was something that I wasn't expecting. I'm glad that it happened, but it isn't anything that I anticipated. I just went to court. It takes 60 days in between each court date. So I had the kids for that 3-day period for 60 days. Then we went back to court and they changed it and said, now I can get them for a whole week. Well, the difference is my life is kind of already scheduled out. I have an itinerary for every day. That being said, I had already scheduled a whole lot of activities for me and Kamari and Kamari's friend. Knowing that Kamari's friend was about to leave, a lot of things were starting.
Okay, so you got things planned out, so you can just make modifications. You can modify anything. All right, you can modify travel, trips. You can travel everything. I mean, yeah, it might cost you might cost you some money, but you forgot, you're CJ so cool. You're so cool, you're so rich. So you can change anything, folks. I mean, he can add a couple more seats if he has to travel, if he has to go to the hotel. Hotels, I'm sure, have other rooms. Like, you can get a bigger room, you can get a bigger rental property, you can modify. If you wanna get it done, you can get it done. And now that you got Greg can get it done. He looked like he's the type of guy that can get it done according to you.
Places. And I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but maybe my views did drop. But that's happened a lot of times with me being on YouTube over 8 years. But one thing that never has changed is the fact that I am still CJ So Cool, and when people see me, they recognize me and they love to come up to me. I am a very approachable person, which means that when I have my twins with me, if I was so happy to take them out to one of these public settings, unlike the little jumpy house bubble place I took them to before, which was very, very different and unique, it was for babies. All right, that was a good experience for me and the twins. We all got to have fun. I did not get bum rushed there, but all these other places that I'm taking, because you do know I have another kid, Kamari, and I'm trying to be in her life, and I'm trying to do things for her because I've never been able to do things for her. And then I have my nephew, KJ, who I actually look at as my son, and I want to take care of him and make sure he's having a good time because he's actually from Gary, Indiana, just like Kamari, and they're both not really used to the good life. So I'm trying to do all these things at the same time and try to deal with my boy Dilo feeling some type of way. I really didn't fire Dilo. I never, ever would fire Dilo. Actually, I haven't fired anybody. People that have left, they have left on their own terms, and no one's forced anybody to leave, but everyone does what they want to do around here.
I don't know about Dilo. I mean, I can say the kids, yeah, it looks like CJ definitely takes care of his kids. He definitely does everything they want, buys them things. I mean, he kind of does that with everybody around him. Like I said earlier, it feels like sometimes like he's buying other people's love with money. You know, it doesn't seem like some of the people around him are genuinely there around him for a reason other than the financial piece. But in terms of like family, you can tell like he's definitely like, well, on video, I mean, I don't know the guy personally, but on video you definitely can tell that he's definitely like a real father figure. But Dilo, I don't know, man. Dilo said that you hired a person for everything, every responsibility he had. So I don't know if that was a way of you trying to reduce the workload on him, or you just found a better way. It sounds like something like, you know, management would do, like companies would do. They would be like, you know, how about we actually get, instead of having this guy managing 5 different things, how about we hire like one person that actually knows this one responsibility very, very well. Like, say, editing videos. How about we hire a full-time editor that actually that specializes in this type of stuff and will do a better job, versus having somebody that has like 5-6 different responsibilities and might be doing a crappy job in all 6 responsibilities. I'm not saying that's what Dilo would be doing, but I'm saying he probably isn't effective in doing like 5 different responsibilities. So that is the way I would see it, like from CJ's side. But what if Dilo actually did a pretty good job? I mean, he was around him for quite a while and he did pretty good work for the most part, and CJ was able to produce enough content with Dilo on his side without that whole entourage that he has now, or I guess he's planning on having, or hiring more people. Like things, it wasn't like things were falling apart historically. You know what I mean? Like views went up and down, up and down, up and down, and Dilo was there and they were going up and they were going down, and now they're going up even with new management and new employees. So I don't know if that new management and new employees or the new strategy is actually going to improve things all that much. But I feel like the way he did Dilo, he might have not had fired him, but he kind of indirectly was like trying to give him a message. And you can tell from Dilo's body language, if you read between the lines and just, facial expressions, body language, he doesn't have to sit there. Like, some people are like, oh, well, Dilo didn't say all that. He doesn't have to like sit there and verbatim say, X, Y, and Z about CJ. He's definitely trying to maintain this like positive relationship. He doesn't want to burn a bridge with CJ, of course. But if you read between the lines, you read the body language, facial expressions, you can tell like he's definitely it seems like he's definitely upset about something or frustrated. But he doesn't want to burn the bridge. If anything, you can tell like he wants to work more, he wants to create more. He's a hard worker. And he wants to make more money. And CJ, I guess, didn't put him in that position, but wants to put other people in that position because they're historically rich.
Anyway, if you guys didn't notice or not, I've always allowed my employees to do whatever they want to do. They come to work when they want to. They do what they want when they come to work. If they come to work and don't do anything, I don't really say nothing. I don't never trip. I don't make a video and expose people. I don't do anything like that. But what I'm trying to say is I'm going through a lot. So when I had the twins here, we were having fun as we always do because I don't care about what I'm going through. When I have the kids, I'm full-time Superman. I don't care if you guys believe it or not, if you see it or you don't. I am really that dad. I'm 110% all for them. If they want to play all night and not sleep at all, I'm up all night. If they want to swim, they swim. If they want to bathe, they bathe. If they want to go to the park, that's where they're going. You guys don't know that the reason I don't take them places is because as soon as I get them into that Lamborghini, they think they're going home. They don't want to go anywhere. It's almost terrifying to them for me to say, let's go. It's not even me. Like, Lexi's tried to get them to go places they don't.
Damn. Is that like a shot at royalty? He says, as soon as I put him in the Lamborghini. Hold on, let me replay that again.
Want to leave because 9 times out of 10, it's almost, if they want to swim, they swim. If they want to bathe, they bathe. If they want to go to the park, that's where they're going. You guys don't know that the reason I don't take them places is because as soon as I get them into that Lamborghini, they think they're going home. They don't want to go anywhere. It's almost,
as soon as I put them in the Lamborghini, they think they're going home. What do you mean they're going home? So if they're home with you and you put them in the Lamborghini, they think they're going home to royalty and they don't want to go to royalty. Is that what you mean? Like, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Is that what he's trying to say? Because if he's leaving his house and taking them somewhere and they sit in the Lamborghini, he says they don't want to go home. So I don't know. I'm getting the vibes that he's trying to throw a shot at royalty because it seems like they're not all that happy to go to see royalty. Because of course royalty doesn't make big boy money like CJ. CJ's got big boy money. He's got more business partnerships, as he claims. He's got loans, so he's definitely like I said, he's got the more money, and with more money you can definitely do a lot. You can do more entertainment, you can impress people more, but royalty doesn't look like she's got a big bag, if you get my drift.
Terrifying to them for me to say, let's go. It's not even me. Like, Lexi's tried to get them to go places they don't want to leave because 9 times out of 10, when they get in that car, they're going home. So that being said, there's a lot of reasons I don't bring the kids with me right now. And a lot of those reasons is I've already had things planned and it wasn't including me having the twins for a whole week. I'm going through a lot of craziness in my life right now. And 3, I have a lot of pandemonium surrounding me when I go to these places. Now, like I said, that doesn't mean I'm not going to do things with my twins. Of course, now I'm going to start to schedule things. I've already started to schedule things, but the time has to come. I've already been scheduling things. So
he said wherever he goes, it's like basically complete chaos. Man, hold on. So when you were on IG Live for an hour and you were sitting there eating your pizza for like nearly 15 minutes talking, taking shots at all kinds of people, how come I didn't see so many people walk up? How come I didn't see that chaos? If anything, when he got up, he approached kids that were doing like some kind of TikTok, so they didn't really approach him. Some did, but it wasn't like the way he's trying to portray it now. Or maybe that environment, not a lot of people knew who he was, but he was in his hometown. He was in Vegas. Well, I guess Indiana's his hometown, but you get what I mean. Like, he's home in Vegas. A lot of people that watch him know he's in Vegas, so I'm sure they probably hang out in the same areas that he goes to. Who knows?
You guys don't understand that living life is not as easy as you think when you're watching through a lens. Of course, I'm showing you guys the stuff, but I'm not showing you everything. So there's a lot of stuff you don't know about me. I'm super tired all the time. I'm super busy, constantly on the go and trying to get mo. And a lot of you guys can understand that and agree with me on that, but if some of you then you just don't understand. And it's true. I understand that some of you just don't understand. I don't really think that it's an issue that you don't understand. I think the only issue is you guys just don't like me and you like to pick at everything I do. And honestly, I'm not saying you guys, because a lot of you that are watching are probably confused, like, why is he saying that? We love him. I love you guys too. I love my supporters. I actually love my haters because I know that deep down inside they wouldn't even be watching if they didn't like me. What you been doing? Missing China?
Yeah.
Who else you want to come on?
Damn, he's throwing shots at his... Boy, you don't care. You just said on IG Live you don't care about nobody other than the people around you, meaning your family. But you do need your supporters and you need the haters because we give you views and AdSense and all kinds of stuff. You guys buy merch, buy shoes. You think if you guys stop buying merch and shoes, CJ would maintain this lifestyle? Cut it out, man.
I want to go down in the car.
What happened? Did your mama say no?
No, her mom been asking me why I haven't responded. Because you said no, and I responded back.
Why did I say no? Because you be a little disrespectful on the videos.
How?
A lot of times you just don't like to admit it, but you know you be a little disrespectful. You was disrespectful to Lexi.
Everybody.
Do you know that the reason why I had to break up with Lexi, it didn't have anything to do with me wanting girls? You don't see girls around here. Where's the girls at? There's no girls. All I do is hang with you, China, and CJ. Oh, KJ, I'm sorry. And the twins. And they didn't understand that. Wasn't it a bloody situation earlier with the twins? Mm-hmm. Now, that is something else I forgot to tell them. I was going to tell y'all, but I forgot to tell y'all. What made me call royalty today was I was literally sitting right there in the living room with the twins. They were playing on the couch, not even a foot from me. And CJ smashed the top half of the couch down, and Daya's hand was right there, and her finger got a little slice. When I say little, I absolutely mean little, because her fingers are little, first of all. But the fact that her fingers are little, which made the cut little. If her fingers were bigger, then it probably would have been a bigger cut. I was terrified. I didn't like it. It was blood. I had to compress it. I had to give her ointment. But guess what? I don't know what the Band-Aids are, and that's my fault. But I had to call royalty, and it's not because of the Band-Aids. It's just because I realized a lot is going on right now, and the last thing I need to see is my kids harming themselves. That being said, I asked her to please step in. And guess what? I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret, because I know that all this tea is only coming because royalty made a post saying, guess who's back? I know. The picture made it back to me too. I saw that. But that's not an issue, and it shouldn't be an issue, and no one should be using that as clout. You guys should just literally accept the fact that we are co-parents.
Damn, you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the more and more I've been watching CJ and react to him, like, he be talking too damn fast. And it's not just fast, it's fast, but like he knows exactly what he's saying. Like as if like he's reading a script or something. Like he's got a script in his head. Unless he's like naturally like this good at doing these types of vlogs. But the way like he picks out the right words at the right time to fit the story, to make the story sound this smooth, and then say it like really fast. It's almost like he's rapping or singing a song. More like rapping, because some songs are a little bit slower. But he's definitely like, he's saying everything at the right time, the right words for the right story. I don't know, but that just kind of like, that makes me like think twice about everything he says.
And co-parenting means I'm going to be leaning on her more than ever. The only thing that took me to court was she never allowed me in the kids' life. Now I can be in their lives every day. I can call them. She's going to answer. I can take her.
Hold on, man. That's not true. Royalty said, because I remember like this happened like not that long ago. She said you can see the kids. All you had to do was move out of that house. And then I guess you didn't want to move out of that house, but eventually you did. You moved a couple different times because you actually exposed yourself a couple different times. But she told you that house was not safe. That townhouse, I guess, where he got shot. And I guess he didn't, he refused to move. He even said that everything was under control. Everything was going to be fine. And it wasn't fine. Royalty said she wasn't fine with it. She wasn't comfortable with it. And if you move, then everything will be okay, but you didn't. Then you went and got this lawyer, started this whole legal mess, which I think is a waste of time for you and her, waste of money. This money could have been put into a whole lot of good use for the kids or for you and royalty or whatever, but wasting it on lawyers, wasting all this time and making you guys look like, it honestly looks like a really bad image that you took royalty to court. I don't know, I don't really believe in that stuff, like taking people to court and dragging them this way. I mean, if it's absolutely necessary, but this was not necessary. This was just not necessary at all. I think royalty would have gave him the kids if he moved out to that house that he moved to, and things would have been fine. But now they're practically doing the same thing that she told him all along.
Please see them. She might not bring them because, yes, I'm hearing now that people are saying I invited her on a date to Circus Circus. Think about what you guys are saying. I asked her to bring my kids to Circus Circus, and I didn't even realize that it was going to be hectic like that up there. So I'm glad she said no. She probably thought that was a stupid idea. That's why she said no, but it was not a date request to go to Circus Circus. Clearly, that wouldn't even make sense. But I do not want to date royalty. She is my ex, but she is the mother of my children. I appreciate her for bringing those into my life. I love her for that, and I don't want to disrespect her anymore, and I hopefully that she can stop disrespecting me, or if that's even taking place, I don't really know. But I do know that you guys got to stop with the clout.
Hold on, man. You said that like many times. Dude, I can count like maybe on two hands how many times you said sorry to royalty. It's been like so many times. There was that one time he went on live. I think it was in Mexico. I think that was the last one. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it was in Mexico when he was on that trip with Greg. I feel like that was the time that we actually knew about Greg. I don't think I knew about Greg any other time before that, but Greg is not that important. His new manager is really not that important. But when he was in Mexico, he got on IG Live and said he apologized to royalty and that he wasn't going to mention her name anymore going forward. And then it was in like 2-3 videos later, he was back at it again, made more videos. So I don't know, like at this time, I'm just not like, I don't really believe everything he says. I'm sure he's a good guy. I mean, he's a good father. At least it looks like it on video. He definitely looks like a good father. But I don't know that I agree with every decision he makes. And again, I don't expect them to be perfect, but I don't expect you to continue the cycle of apologizing and then bashing them again. Bashing royalty when you feel like it. I guess when the views go down, then you bash royalty to create more drama. But now that the views are back up, slightly back up, now you're like, oh, well, trying to give her some credit because she came to your rescue with the kids, I guess, hurting themselves right now.
Chasing because all this negativity comes from the comments. Most of the drama comes from the fans, and y'all ain't even be acting like fans. At the end of the day, y'all just want to bash us and make us do things that we really don't even want to do, and next thing you know, we regret everything. So that's why I let the kids go back home, because Nation, Leon, Jalea, Uncle Van, Royalty, and Grandma has a whole system that the kids actually do love. Yes, they cry miserably when they go home, but guess what? They also...
CJ, cut it out, man. He's trying to blame it on the fans or the viewers. The fans or the viewers didn't call royalty dusty, musty, and describe what she had on at the pickup and the drop off. It's like, cut it out, man. You put that energy out there, and then they just expanded on it. That's what you did. All right. I don't remember seeing anybody saying dusty, musty. You're the one who put it out there on IG. I mean, I'm not going to get into all the other stuff he said. I'm sure you guys all know the other stuff. And I feel like he has his moments where he rants and stuff like that, and then I guess he forgets. I don't know. It might be like a bipolar. I think they call it bipolar. I'm not sure. I'm not a medical expert. But I think they call that stuff like a bipolar disorder or something like that, where it's almost like you have like multiple personalities, or it's almost like you're hot and cold or sweet and sour. It's like, it's kind of bizarre because now he's trying to pin it on the comments, on the people, the viewers, and trying to say like he's the innocent one, he's the victim. It's like, cut it out, man. How about you take some accountability? You've taken some accountability in the past, but to try to pin this on the comment section is crazy.
Love being at home. They don't cry once they're there because they realize they're comfortable there, and I realize they're safe. And that was the only issue I had. Not seeing my kids for 8 months made me take them to court. But I didn't say, hey, give me my kids a week at a time. Not saying I don't want them a week at a time, but I didn't know that this would happen. I didn't know I would have to go to court every 60 days. I didn't know I would have to pay my lawyer all these $30,000. But all of this being said, it's a part of growing up. So hopefully you guys are living and learning through me if you guys don't have these same experiences happening to you, because I'm going through a lot while still communicating to you guys.
You chose to go through a lot. That's the problem. Royalty said, she even put it out there, and you were the one that actually like bashed her. Again, I mean, he's trying to play the victim card, but he was the one. First of all, he was the one that blamed her when he got shot. Let's not be forgetful. He blamed her. He blamed Rico. I don't know his real name. I think Arnett or something like that. But I'm just gonna say Rico. You guys know him as, I don't know, NWG Suave, whatever his name is. Royalty's like significant partner, boo, friend, boyfriend. He tried to blame him for it. And then he actually blamed like other people, I guess, that were part of some video that Royalty had published when they went to a bowling alley. So you initially blamed her, and then you said you were going to take her off like some insurance policy. We didn't, like, the people watching never mentioned none of that stuff. The people never got into your business and say, hey, don't forget to remove Royalty off of that insurance policy. No, you put it out there. You put that information out there so people would get a bad image of Royalty, that she was after the money or something like that. So you put it all out there. People just expanded on it, and everybody gave their opinion. I'm reacting to it, giving my opinion. But, I mean, you initially put all this shit out there, and now you're like trying to play the victim. It's pretty funny. So that was like the first round, and then it just kept going on and on and on. Even after they found out the suspects that did it, then it continued into something else. It kind of transitioned into something else. It transitioned into the whole relationship stuff. And then Lexi, and then comparing Lexi to Royalty, and what Lexi was so good at and that Royalty wasn't good at. And then once that relationship sort of faded away, then you started to bash Lexi. I mean, it wasn't really a bash. It was just more like giving you guys insight as to some of the details about the relationship. The fact that he spent over $300,000 or $300,000 on her. And now we get Dilo quitting. So you are putting your business out there. So when people have an opinion, I don't know why does that, like, when all these celebrities put all their business out there, like Kim Kardashian and all the Kardashian family put all their drama out there and people react to it, that's because they put it out there. You put it out there. You allow people into your personal life. So people are, of course, going to have all kinds of opinions. Isn't that how it works? That's how drama works, how all these couples channels works. Like, come on, man, cut it out.
And remaining sane. At the same time, I'm still crushing it on the business side of things. No one knows my bank account. So all of you guys really need to just chill, watch the show, because it's very entertaining. And I do, like I said, notice the views have dropped, but that is because of the breakup, and people are scared that my channel is drama, and then I put this little piece of hair on, and that kind of threw people off. I understand that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna delete that clip on my YouTube, because it was supposed to be for fun. It was supposed to be a Shanae moment, because I grew up watching Martin, but I realized that people don't like it when black people dress up like white chicks, even though there's a movie called White Chicks and people loved it. They just don't like it when I do it, and you know, it's the problem when I do it. It's always like that, but I don't even care, because nevertheless, I shouldn't have did it. I apologize for it, and I'm gonna say that right now. I am truly sorry to Lexi and the internet for what I did. I always do something bizarre, and that was probably the...
Damn, how many times does he have to apologize to Lexi? I've never seen you apologize this much to Royalty, and you bashed Royalty way more than Lexi. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't even think he really bashed Lexi. And this is why I said it always seemed to me like he never really broke up with Lexi. It might have been like a breakup just for content, like I was saying earlier. It really seemed like a spin-off of Carmen and Corey. Carmen and Corey came up with that great... And once I saw it, I was like, damn, that looks like... It looks professionally done, and it looks so believable. And they played their role so perfectly that a lot of people fell for it. But what stood out to me was the fact they were in the room, and there was like, got to be like 10 cameras. I don't remember how many cameras. It was a lot of cameras, a lot of lights. It seemed like it was like a real show that you probably would be watching like on HBO or Cinemax or the movie channel or something like that. Some kind of documentary, something like from the Kardashians. They played it so well, but then Corey had to basically ruin it, and now they're trying to like try different spin-offs, you know, try to do different little sequels, but I think Corey pretty much ruined it, and I think that's why CJ and Lexi were like, hold on, I really need that million. I need a video that goes viral with 1 million views. Maybe we can do the same thing. And then there was like little bits and pieces of things that you can sort of poke holes throughout the story. Like some people, I think like the T channel pointed out that there was like some kind of like shadow in the background that resembled a woman. It could have been Lexi. And people started to point out different things with the story. But ultimately, CJ never really he never really spoke too much about her flaws the same way he spoke about royalty and Nike. And that seemed like a big red flag to me. The only thing he shared was just things about that she wasn't really like an assistant. She really wasn't doing a whole lot. But you just admitted that everybody around you doesn't really do a whole lot anyways. So, like I said, it wasn't really like he was bashing her. But you did expose the fact that you spent a whole lot of money on her. But it's so crazy you didn't spend any money on your grandmother. At least like rebuilding that house or building her another house, getting her a car and all that stuff. That's like all like pennies. That's just like pennies, folks. I mean, he didn't even get her like, he got her like a Hyundai. I don't know what kind of car it is. It looks like a Hyundai Elantra or whatever.
The #1 craziest thing I've ever done. And I've already did crazy things. I made a whole music video literally showing that I have this lookalike of my ex, and that can't even top the fact that I put on his hair and acted like my ex Lexi. I don't know, despised her.
Oh yeah, and then he just mentioned the fact that he made a music video dissing royalty. So you're trying to play victim, you're trying to point the finger at the viewers and subscribers, but you put that energy out there, making a music video dissing her on top of all the other stuff you did on social media, on IG, on YouTube. And then you had merch at one point. I don't know if he still sells that merch saying F my ex. Like, come on, man. Like you put all that, you put royalty through a lot. So I don't know that I would be sitting here playing victim.
Whatever it was just negative and it shouldn't have came out. But at the time, I thought it was funny. And the people I had around me, they thought it was funny. That's my fault. I should have thought about that. But it happened. And guess what? I'm continuously moving forward. Imagine if I caught up in the shell and gave up. I'm showing you.
Helps 3 issues with 1 answer.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Did he just say that, he thought that what he did was funny and the people around him thought all this was funny? It's like, man, you were dissing royalty, the woman that was watching your own kids, and you thought it was funny and the people around you thought it was funny, like, and now you're like, oh, well, you're trying to wave the red flag.
Because nevertheless, I shouldn't have did it. I apologize for it, and I'm going to say that right now. I am truly sorry to Lexi and the internet for what I did. I always do something bizarre, and that was probably the #1 craziest thing I've ever done. And I've already did crazy things. I made a whole music video literally showing that I have this lookalike of my ex, and that can't even top the fact that I put on his hair and acted like my ex Lexi. I don't know, despised her. Whatever it was just negative, and it shouldn't have came out. But at the time, I thought it was funny, and the people I had around me, they thought it was funny. That's my fault. I should have thought about that. But it happened. And guess what? I'm continuously moving forward. Imagine if I caught up in the shell and gave up. I'm showing you guys right now that you can make true mistakes. Big people can make mistakes. Little people can make mistakes. Smaller people can make...
Man, that's not a mistake, man. Cut it out, man. A mistake is like 1, 2, 3 mistakes. But when you first of all, put the stuff you put out there, I'm not even going to mention what it is, but the stuff you put out on royalty on IG right after the shooting, and then after the transition of relationships, then you take her to court, then you share all kinds of stuff about the court and what you're going to do to royalty through the legal system with your lawyer. Then you get a Lexi, and then you try to compare Lexi to royalty and all the benefits of having Lexi around and all the opportunities and the doors that she opened for you, the networking opportunities, all the great things that she provide. And then you make music dissing her, and then you make merch dissing her. It's like, he says mistakes. Like, what mistakes, man? That's like a laundry list of mistakes. Like, cut it out, man. I don't really consider all this stuff to be mistakes. I think this stuff was definitely all planned out. And I guess he thought it was funny and entertaining, and now that nobody's really laughing, or the laughter kind of stopped, now he's like saying, oh, well, it was a mistake.
mistakes and still bounce back. I don't care. I've always, like I said, lost views and they always came back because my content is just undeniable. They gotta love my content. Anyway, this video was not supposed to happen like this. I surprised Nike with a crib. Like I said, make sure y'all go get ready to check on her channel. I don't know when she's gonna upload, but I know y'all better be ready to watch that video because she's gonna go hard. She's gonna try to be able.
So, okay, so now you're admitting to your mistakes, but you went and got Nike a crib and a car. But what about royalty? Weren't you the one bashing royalty this whole time? So what are you gonna do about that? Like, what is the, like, you just saying sorry, and it wasn't even like a good sorry, because the last time you said sorry to royalty, you were actually bashing her more so than saying sorry. You kind of said sorry first, and then you pointed out all the reasons why, that she's still a horrible person. So what is he gonna do to royalty? So you got Nike a $1.7 million mansion and a white Mercedes. Like a G, I don't know what trim it is, but it doesn't matter. You got her Mercedes, you got her a house. What about royalty? She's the one that takes care of the twins. So what are you gonna do for her? Since now you're like trying to kind of hose down the fire. So what does she get? She gets nothing. Like I thought this video was more like trying to it's almost like he's trying to avoid further drama and settle their differences. But okay, you're doing that to make Nike happy, but what about royalty? And I'm pretty sure Lexi's gonna come back. I would probably say the next video or the next couple videos, Lexi's probably gonna make an appearance on there. He probably renewed that 6 months contract with her. That might actually be a good title. But yeah, I don't really like, as much as I feel bad for CJ, I feel like this might be just another strategy, and it won't be like another 2-3 videos or another couple days before he comes back with something against royalty or say something about royalty. I don't know. That's just kind of like the vibes I'm getting, because it's happened in the past. So it wasn't like this is the first time.
And I'm going to show that being my partner, my friend, my co-parenter, my family, I want to help all of us succeed. I don't want to hold anybody back. So that being said, Nike is going to elevate. Hopefully me and Royalty can get our co-parenting to a next level to where we can all be friends, because seriously, none of us really should be beefing. We're all family. We're all locked in. None of us are really enemies. She, I'm sure, will love to just...
So why didn't you help Dilo? Dilo has all these business ideas. Why didn't you help Dilo elevate? Why would you were just taking little responsibilities from him, and I guess you wanted Dilo to be an employee all his life? Like, I don't know, man. I'm getting like mixed vibes about things that CJ says. Like, CJ will elevate in the drama and then want to like pull down the drama, pull down the curtains, and try to play victim all of a sudden. So I really don't know how we should take this. If CJ's truly sorry and this is not gonna be like just another end to another story of drama, and before you know it, he'll start another series of drama. Who knows? But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys think about this? About him apologizing to Lexi about buying Nike a house, but nothing for royalty. Doesn't seem like there's anything for royalty. No new house for royalty, no new car for royalty. How come is that? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching.